Hello and welcome back. We have covered we did our first program. We have covered variables, functions. We did a project on functions and you did your assignment, your homework. Now it's time to start conditional expressions. Let me make this in progress and let's go to Jupyter Lab, and the topic is conditional expressions, conditional statements. We will ask the first question: what is a conditional statement? A conditional statement, let me write this here. A conditional statement is an expression which evaluates either true, let me write it bold, true or false. This is what a conditional statement is. It's an expression which evaluates true or false. Let's see an example. Let's say I want to check if 6 is equal to 6. As you see, it returns true, and this is a conditional expression. It evaluates if 6 is equal to 6, which is true, and it returns back true. By the way, I used two equality signs, and now I will tell you the difference between one equality and two equalities. Single equal sign means assignment. I mean, this one, it means assignment. We used it as an assignment, and let me show you an example. Let's say a is equal to 6. If I write this, then if I print a, it will print 6. I assigned 6 value to a, to variable a. So the single equation sign, single equal sign means assignment. It has nothing to do with conditionals, true or false. It is the assignment, regular assignment we did so far. So what is a double equal sign? Double equal sign. It is this one, and it is equality check. Equality check. You check whether both sides, the left side and the right side of double equality signs, are equal. The example we did before is this one. 6, double equal sign 6, which means this value is equal to this value. It will check it and it will give you true. If you have check this, 6 is equal to 8, let's say. Now it will check if 6 is equal to 8. This double equality sign will check this, and it will return false because it's not true. That's equality check, and let us write in a markdown cell. Let's write it with backticks. One equal sign means this is assignment, and double equal sign is equality check. That's the main difference between single and double equalities. So in Python, if you write with capital T, true, which means true, conditional true in Python, with capital letter T, and also false is with capital letter false, capital F. And if you check the type of true, let's say, it will return bool, because true and false are Boolean types in Python. So now let's see Boolean expressions, and I will make it as markdown Boolean expressions. Let's see what they are. The first conditional expression is equality check. As we saw it, x equals y. It checks if x is equal to y. This is equality check. The second one is not equality check, which we read as x is not equal to y. The third one is this one, smaller than, less than, x is less than y. The fourth one, x is bigger than y, greater than y, and this is smaller than or equal to, x is less than or equal to, and the final one is x is greater than or equal to. X is greater than or equal to y. So these are the Boolean expressions. We check their equalities, or we check which one, the right side or left side is less or greater. So let me make this with presentation mode, and let's see these Boolean expressions in an example and with variables. X is equal to 12, let's say, y is equal to 8, and now I will print this x equals to y, which is the left hand side is the string which we write, the right hand side is the Python evaluation of this equality. And as you see, x is equal to y, no, it's false. Now let's do all the expressions. Let's write here. If x is not equal to y, let's see what it prints. Yes, it's true because x is not equal to y. This expression evaluates true. And if x is less than y, x less than y, yes, it's false. X is 12. And if x is greater than y, now it's true. It's true. 12 is greater than 8. Now let's see less than or equal to and greater than or equal to. This is less than or equal to. If x is less than or equal to y, x is greater than or equal to y. And as you see, x is not less than or equal to y, but x is greater than or equal to y. These are the Boolean expressions which we use in Python. Now let's see logical expressions. Logical expressions. Logical expressions are AND, backticks, AND, OR. These are the logical expressions in Python. Let me tell you what AND is. AND evaluates to true if both of the conditions, I mean the left hand side and the right hand side of AND, both of the conditions are true, it evaluates true. Any of them is false, it evaluates to false. I will show you an example with these Boolean logics. Now, OR evaluates to true if any of the conditions is true. If any of them is true, OR will evaluate to true eventually. It will evaluate false if all conditions are false. If all the conditions are false, OR will evaluate as false. Let's see examples and let's understand what they actually do. For AND, let's do an example. If you write true and true, the both conditions, which is the left hand side and the right hand side, are true. So it will evaluate true. This is the only condition and evaluates true, by the way. Let's see, this one is true and the second one is false. It will evaluate false because AND asks for both sides to be true. This is not true, so it will evaluate false. Again, false and true, the left hand side is false, even though the right hand side is true, it will still evaluate false. And if both are false, false, and false, it's by default false. Okay, this is AND. Now let's see or true or true. Both are true. Any of them is, if any of them is true, it is enough for or. In this case, both are true, so it's true. And let's say the first one is true, second one is false. Since any of them are true, it will evaluate true again. And the first one is false, the second one is true. Again, it will evaluate true because there is one true. Or needs only one true to evaluate true. And if both are false, false, or false, this time it's false. This is the only condition that or evaluates false, because there is no truth for or, so it evaluates to false. Okay, now let's do an example with variables. Example with variables. I will create my variable a, but this time I will not assign true or false to a. I will assign an evaluation, a result of an evaluation. Let's say 5 equals 5. Now, what will a be after this assignment? First, Python will evaluate this part. Python will move from right to left in expressions. So it will evaluate this part. It's true. 5 is equal to 5. Yes, it's true. Then it will assign true to a. So at the end, a will going to be true. Let's see. As you see, it's true. Now, this is our a variable. Now create another variable b, and let's see what it will evaluate. b is equal to, now this time I will check a string equality to another string. Small a is equal to capital A. Remember, Python is case sensitive, so small a is not equal to capital A, then this will evaluate false. B will evaluate, and this evaluation of false will assign to B, so B will be false. If I run this, B is false. Okay, I now got my variables. Now let's print them on the screen. With AND, now I will print first this, and now let's print this value, and let's see what it evaluates. And I will use string.format. I will put here 0 in the first placeholder. In the second placeholder, I will put 1, and at the end, I will put 2. Now, string.format will put the variables inside these placeholders. In the first, since I'm checking for AND is here, in the first place, I want to write A. I will say A and B here. In the second placeholder, I will write B. In the third placeholder, since I am checking A and B, I will write A and B. Python will do this expression evaluation. It will print its result here, whether it's true or false. And let's see. True and false is equal to false. As you see, true, A is true, it was here. A is true, B is false, it's here. True and false, which is this one, is equal to false. Great. Let's do one more example with OR. Copy this one. Copy this one. And now I will check for OR. This all will be the same. The only thing I will change is this OR expression check here. Now it will check, no, sorry, this is also OR. It will check A or B, true or false, and it will evaluate as true because OR only needs one true to evaluate as true. Okay, great. I think we can stop here. It's enough, and we now know what is a conditional statement, what is evaluating as true, what does it mean to evaluate as false, what ANDs do, what OR do, what is single equation, which is assignment, what is double, with this equality check. Let's stop here and let's start if statements in the next video. See you there.